The office was buzzing with the usual Tuesday morning energy at Skyline Tech Innovation. Phones were ringing, keyboards were clacking, and people were talking all over the open space. Everyone was busy except for Cyrus Brown, who called himself the best manager in the building. Cyrus was in his corner office, his feet up on his desk, looking at his phone and sipping an expensive coffee. He thought he was great at giving tasks to his team, which usually meant he just passed his work on to others. Today, he was supposed to meet the new employee, Sandra Denzel. He hadn't even looked at her resume or learned anything about her. In his mind, she was just another new person who would do what he said and stay out of his way. Probably some new college graduate who thinks she knows everything. He mumbled. When Sandra arrived, she was dressed nicely in a suit, and you could tell she was confident right away. She walked with a kind of quiet power, but Cyrus barely looked up when she came into his office. Sandra Denzel, right? He said, flipping through a folder without really reading it. Take a seat. Let's make this quick. I've got better things to do. Sandra smiled politely and sat down, looking at the messy desk covered with papers and an empty coffee cup on a stack of reports. Thank you for having me, she said. I'm excited to help the team. Cyrus smirked. Yeah. Look, your job here is easy. Stay out of my way, don't ask too many questions, and do what you're told. Got it? Sandra raised an eyebrow. I'll definitely do my best to help the team and make this company better. Her smart answer seemed to annoy Cyrus. He leaned back in his chair, tapping his pen. Help the team? Sure. Just remember, I'm in charge here. Got it? Sandra nodded, keeping her cool even though he was being rude. Over the next few days, Sandra showed she was a hard worker. She did every task well and even came up with ideas to make things more efficient. Her coworkers noticed and liked her ideas, but Cyrus wasn't happy. He thought her being good at her job was a threat to him. One afternoon, he heard her talking about improving the client system with someone. Instead of being thankful, Cyrus got angry. Sandra, come to my office. Now, he said, his voice sharp. In his office, he shut the door. Listen, I don't know what you think this place is, but you're overstepping, he snapped. You're here to follow orders, not change everything. Sandra stayed calm. I'm sorry if I overstepped, Cyrus. I was just trying to make things work better. Cyrus cut her off. Save it. Just do your job and leave the big ideas to me. A week later, things got worse. They were getting ready for a big client meeting, and Sandra had worked hard on the report. On the day of the meeting, Cyrus quickly looked over the report and threw it on his desk. This is useless. You've missed everything. I'll fix it myself. Sandra was confused. Can you tell me what's missing? I followed your outline. Don't argue with me, Cyrus snapped. I know what the client wants. After the meeting went badly because of Cyrus's last-minute changes, he called Sandra into his office again. Sandra, this isn't working out. You're not right for this team. Today's your last day. Sandra was shocked but kept her cool. Can you tell me why you've decided this? You don't follow instructions. You try to do things your way, Cyrus said. Sandra nodded slowly. Thanks for the feedback, Cyrus. I'll pack up. As Sandra was packing, people in the office were whispering. Cyrus noticed but thought it was just gossip. But then, at 3:37 p.m., the CEO, Dudley Johnson, came in. He went straight to Cyrus's office. Cyrus, we need to talk, Dudley said seriously. Cyrus tried to seem confident. Of course, what's up? Dudley told him to sit. I've heard some troubling things about how you manage people. Cyrus was surprised. I'm just doing my job. Dudley was stern. Do you know who Sandra Denzel is? She's just a new employee, right? No, she's the daughter of our biggest investor here to check on our managers. And based on her report, you're not doing well. You're fired. Cyrus was speechless as security took him out. Sandra watched from her desk, calm but determined. Dudley came over to her. Sandra, I apologize for what you went through. Your professionalism is impressive. Thank you, Dudley. I'm glad I could help see where we can improve. I hope you'll stay and take a higher role. Your insights are valuable. Sandra smiled. I'd love to. And that's how Sandra became not just an employee, but a leader, guiding Skyline Tech innovation to a better future. If you like this story, share it with your friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories.